This is absolutely magic.
That is impressive. That's going to help some people.
I am a Wim Hof instructor.
I feel you're passionate, my friend. I like that.
If you do this breathing exercise, you won't be sick anymore.
Hug Full of Podcast, where we interview well-being contributors. Today in Montreal, Canada, I'm with Marc Romain, who's a world record holder and a business owner. Marc, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hello, Jean-Philippe.
Let's go.
So nice to be with you today.
Thank you.
And with you as well.
Let's go. So I'm curious, how do you improve people's well-being?
Oh, wow. Such a question. With my passion.
Which is
breathing. I realized like a few years ago that with breathing was so powerful. And it's so powerful that it gives lives to everybody. You see what I mean? So it's something simple. We just grab the attention to people to make sure that they focus on their breathing. And that makes change in the daily life for better performance, for health, for so many things. So it's what we do. And for this, we have different kind of tools. But the main thing is breathing.
I see. And would it be sort of deep breathing exercise that you offer?
But breathing is a universe. You know, there's so many kind of breathing, and there's no bad way or good way. Okay, what could be bad? It's to have a breathing pattern on your daily life. Okay, which could be a bad addict, but in certain exercise. This kind of breathing, but it should be just an exercise, something you do for several minutes, but not for your daily life.
I understand.
And so you can have deep breathing, you can have shallow breathing, you can have slow breathing. There are so many things. I will tell you later.
What's the main problem that you're solving in people's lives?
Breathing is so powerful that it brings it helps for so many issues, but mainly stress. And stress is related to so many things. So it's the first thing we try to help people with.
I feel, and I think there's a lot of people stressed around the world, right?
I am stressed as well. I need stress. It is good for our
survival.
Yes, it's good to be stressed. We need to be stressed. But the problem is when we stay into a stress statue for a long time, this kills. It kills as much as comfort. Comfort is good, but if you are too comfortable in your life, you might have some problems. If you eat too much sugar. So we need to have some times of stress. And we need to have some time on comfort, but we have to travel from one to another. And I was telling you stress. Yes, it's the main thing, because I am also stressed sometimes, and I know how stress can block me, can block my thinking, my thought, can bring fear. So this is what we try to help people with. First.
Reducing stress. I like this. So what is the biggest change that you see from people coming in and out of your training, your services?
When we do workshops.
Exactly, yeah.
What I see as a big difference. Everybody come to the workshop like everybody is quiet, everybody is like in peace, but not much people are smiling. And after the workshop, the main thing we have, and this for me is like a really good result, is that everybody is smiling, but not at me, to each other. And there's so many other different things who change with the workshop. But I think this is the really best idea we have of the result of the workshop. Because if someone is smiling, it means that we've done everything. Is happy, then we will be able to have a hug.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. So the result is good, and you provided value. Therefore, they're smiling because they enjoy the experience, whether it would be with the cold water or the breathing.
I think they enjoy, but also they understood. They understood because we teach them why they should do. They should focus on their breathing, and also they try. So it's not only just a blah blah. It's we teach, we learn, and then we practice. So they have the result just in the meantime.
Right, straight on the point. They're experiencing it, and then
yes.
boom. Okay, I feel. And if ever someone is watching us today, what practice do you suggest they start right now at home so that they gain value from our talk?
There's one exercise I love because is the most simple, but I think is also the most powerful. Because something simple is always very powerful because you can plug it anywhere you want, anytime you need. And it's called coherence cardiac. Cardiac coherence.
Right.
I think it's like this. We call it in English, and it is very easy. It is inhale by the nose, 5 seconds, and then exhale through the mouth, 5 seconds again, and then this is 5 seconds plus 5 seconds. It's 10 seconds, and then in a minute we're gonna breathe like 6 times. And this is absolutely magic. It is proved by science that when we do that, we our brain and our heart, both of them are working but separately. At that time, when we have 6 breathing cycles in a minute, those 2 main organs, they are working like in concert. They are working together.
So they're syncing.
They are syncing. That's the word.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, they're syncing. So this is very powerful because we at that time we have 2 organs syncing together. Wow, amazing. And also because every time we inhale, we produce stress hormone, which is good. We need some stress hormone. It's just a matter of having not too much stress and a balance. Yeah. And when we exhale, we produce relax hormone. So at the end of the day, when we do this breathing, we also balance the production of hormone we do every time we have a cycle of breathing.
Whoa, in the whole body.
In the whole body, yeah.
Wow, that is impressive. That's going to help some people. So inhale 5 seconds by the nose, exhale 5 seconds by the mouth.
By the mouth.
6 times per minute. And how many minutes total?
Well, this is one point with breathing. It's you can anyway. We are breathing all the time, so it's just like bringing like a code to your brain. Because breathing, when we do it like that, it is a code which has access to your nervous system, autonomic nervous system. Okay, so you can do it all day long. It's not going to be a problem. It's not a drug. So as much as you can. But
I like that.
if you do it at least 3 times a day, 3 minutes, that's gonna be a game changer. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's true that if you do it once upon a while, it is good already. You will feel some difference. You will really feel like quiet, not stressful. You will feel something. But if you put it in your daily life, but not only for a week, you will see a lot of changing.
So tell me, what are the hard challenges that you had with your businesses? Because you have 2 businesses, right?
Oh, wow. Do you have time? So many hard things. That's why maybe also life is... there's adrenaline in life. But I'm going to tell you the last one, which was maybe the most difficult one to get through.
Right.
I used to live in Morocco for 20 years.
Lovely.
And we made a beautiful business over there. with my best friend, partner, my wife, my lovely wife, and my cousin. And we made something that was amazing because we were free, almost free.
Mm-hmm.
We were independent with money. We had the time to do almost whatever we wanted to do. We built a kind of paradise because Morocco as well. I have to say that to you, that Morocco is an amazing country, beautiful people. That was honestly the place I was thinking, I'm gonna die one day. I didn't want to move. We were receiving around 25,000 people per year.
Customers.
Customers,
Wow.
yeah. And our job was to offer them many ways to visit Marrakesh, the Atlas, which is the mountains around the desert and everything. So quad bike, buggy, walking, camel ride, also dinner, lunch.
So it was sort of a travel agency in Morocco with all kinds of activity services.
Exactly. And that was a job on measure for me, because I will tell you later who I think I am, who I am.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of pleasure to do that. And one day to another, we went to bed, and the morning after, our life just like disappeared.
What happened?
The world started coughing. We got the flu. We got the COVID-19.
Yeah.
And because we are into tourism, everything was blocked all around the world. And our business has been down for 2 years. We had to maintain employees. We had to carry on our lives, take care of the children,
Right.
paying the rent.
So you kept the business. You kept it.
Yeah, we kept the business. We tried to make the business survive. But to make such a thing, you have to cut into your wages. So when something like that happened, we didn't have wages, and this for a long time, for 2 years, more than 2 years. You imagine, you have to you carry on bringing your kids at school. You have to pay them food and everything, and also try to give them some comfort, to be happy kids, you know.
Yeah.
And everything just
Collapsed.
gone,
Yeah.
but not in a year, not in a month. In a night,
One night and everything changed.
and everything changed.
And you bounced back from it because you maintained it and now it's still flourishing in Morocco.
Yeah, but it cost. We had to move. We had to leave Morocco. That was very hard, because we had all our friends, all our I don't know the name in English. Nos habitudes, our
Your
habit.
habits. Yeah.
Our habit.
Mm.
And so we've been in exode.
Mm-hmm.
We took just like, we traveled with few suitcases, and we left Morocco to Montreal, and we arrived in the middle of the COVID-19 in 2021 in January. So ambience was like very difficult. So blah blah.
I feel.
And what helped me to do not become crazy and even upset against anything, because you know, when you lose everything, you get crazy. You can get crazy. You get close to craziness. You know.
Yeah.
You are balanced like, and I could be like. I could have become crazy and speak bad to my kids, to my wife. Enfin, I could have become really diseased. You can say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And but I was already practicing a lot of breathing. That was the main concern from many years, and I was using breathing for many kinds of from in my company, with my employees, my partners. We were deep into breathing, but this time that was actually, well, it was bad. I'm laughing now, but I was not laughing at the time, but it was a good improvement to realize how breathing can make you keep the balance.
That's how you realized it. It was so hard of a challenge that you went back to the priorities and then breathing like deeply in order to not become crazy.
Instead of being crushed by the problems, I just absorb the problem while breathing, and I digest the problems. It's not easy at the first time, even if you practice. It takes time. But instead of blocking and being shocked, I just like absorb it and transformed it into an energy. And then now it's been almost 4 years. It's on our fourth years. I jumped and I'm doing something else. And I'm doing now, it's not a business. It's first of all, it's a passion because it works for me. I do it for myself first. And then I use it for people who wants to be helped because it works. It works because I've been learning it with mentors. They teach me how to breathe. It works on me, so I realize how powerful it is. And now I know that I can transmit it and give it to other people. Because I'm telling you, I was like this close from craziness. Try it one day, you lose everything. Everything.
It must be so hard.
You have to, and I'm not 22 anymore. Unfortunately, I'm 50. 4 years ago, I was 47. When you think that everything is there and you are on, everything.
You're settled down. You're on the cruise control.
Thank you. That's exactly the way I was. I was thinking, how could I say that in English? Yeah, we were on a cruise, and everything disappeared. It's like you are in a plane, and the whole plane disappear, and then 1 second to another, you are on skydive. Whoa! You lose everything, and you have to, to try to get some balance. Try to. How do you do that?
Wow!
Your heart goes like that. When it goes like that, fear's coming, and when fear comes, then disease comes.
Right.
So I was able to stop all that. Focusing was not easy. It's not like a kind of magic. It's not because now you're breathing 5-5. I was telling you that everything. No, it's but instead of collapsing under the pressure, it works, my friend. It's amazing.
Breathing saved your life.
Yeah, and now I rebounded. And instead of being a pure business, I do first my passion because I carry on breathing and I teach it to people.
You have another tool for people to bring at home so that they get value on a daily basis. What is it?
Yeah, but this one is a secret, so I will tell you, but
keep it secret.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's very precious tool. It's been proved by science. Mm-hmm. One of my mentor, I am a Wim Hof instructor. Wim Hof is called also the Iceman, and
Wim Hof, the big one.
Yeah,
because the people watching, they know who Wim Hof is.
Yes.
So he was your teacher and your mentor.
Yes.
Whoa. And okay, tell me.
I went to Poland to meet the
legend.
The legend, exactly, and he's really a legend. He's an amazing man, and his method is like him. It's amazing, and it's not only because he says or because I'm telling you. It's because it is proved by science, and you can find results on the website, on the online, that one of his breathing exercise is made to avoid disease such as flu, such as COVID, anything when you feel like tired or you feel coughing or things like that. If you do this breathing exercise, you won't be sick anymore. Maybe, a little bit your nose, going down like this, some liquid, eyes red and everything. But if you use it in prevention, For example, I am in metro, someone is coughing in front of me, and each time someone is coughing in front of me, or I see someone which is sick around me, or because I know it's November and it's the time that there is flu everywhere. So I practice this method like 2, 4, 3, 5 times a day. Not like big session, short session, and it makes your body change your pH, HP maybe in English, is changing. And this is the whole thing, because when it's changing, the virus, the bacteria, they don't stand in your body anymore.
They leave.
Yes.
Or they don't. Okay.
So it's a bit complicated how to do it, but we produced with my partner, Mathieu Dubruck, who produce an online application. And you can get both of those exercises. The one I was telling you before, the coherence cardiac,
right,
is on the application.
Okay.
And also this exercise is available in the application. And what we are proud with that, it's totally free. No money, but either we don't ask you your email, your name or whatever. It is totally open. And we are very proud of it, because what we want to do is to make sure that people will be able to breathe. So use this application. It's a gift.
Beautiful. People can have access. I like this. So tell me, in few words, how would you describe the human being that you are?
In few words.
Yeah.
But my friend, they sometimes call me, how do you say, in French it's called entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
It's just a matter of accent. Entrepreneur. I am an adventure entrepreneur. I've been, now I'm 50 years. I left France when I was 18, and since 18 years old, I never came back. And I've been traveling all around the world, just like you, but differently. I've been living in around 14 countries.
Whoa.
Those last 30 years. So I was not going into countries for 2 weeks, but I was going all the time to stay few months or few years. So Cambodia, Thailand, India, 7 years in South America, 20 years in Morocco, 18 years in Morocco, now more than 3 years in Canada.
So adventurous entrepreneur, that would be the description. Since you travel a lot, you gain lots of knowledge and experience around the world, and you started businesses around the world as well, and now you settle down in Montreal, Canada with your business as well.
Yeah, we start with O2 CO2.
CO2.
If you realize O2 CO2, it's a breathing pattern. It's a breathing cycle. O2 is oxygen, so it's inhale, and CO2 it's exhalation.
O2 CO2.
That's what we do.
I'll put the application on the link that you can see below the video, and the website, of course, so that you can try those services for sure. Beautiful. And then, so you hold a couple of world records. Tell us a little bit about it.
After Morocco, I had to redesign myself, and because of this big complication, how do you say défi? Challenge. Yeah. I learned a lot about myself when I left Morocco, and I was telling you it was just like a very big deal, you know, to get back to a normal brain situation, status. And then I wanted some more challenge. And because I've been learning so much from the bottom of where I was, that I came back to not the top, it's not the world, because I'm never going to be on the top, but on surface. This is the world. To have the ability to put back my nose in the air, but from the bottom of the sea. And when you realize something like that, you're able to do anything. And those 3 world records, they were to prove to myself that I was not just able to go back to surface, but I was able also to make something that I wouldn't even think before I was able to. And yes, I made 3 world records, but with a lot of modesty. Huh? That's
This is still a big deal. I don't hold a world record and I don't know much people who do, so congratulations about that.
Thank you very much. It's true that I have to be proud. I am proud of myself with that. I'm not going to say that it's a small thing. I'm very proud with that because I had fun to do it.
And like one of like your favorite, can you explain a little bit one of the world record?
Yes, I am not a free diver. I am a free diver, but I do it on weekend. You see what I mean? But there is like professional free divers, right. And those guys, you don't compete with them. Nowadays, they go 130 meters down. I don't go there. But Wim Hof was the first to do under surface, under the ice, more than 50 meters like that. And I was seeing that all people who've been challenging this world record and beat Wim Hof, they were going all the same direction, under surface. And one made 70, and another one made 100, and another one made 130. I was thinking, my God, where are they going like that? Are they going to go to a kilometer? And I said to myself, but my God, are they going down? And I start to search and I realized that no one did. So I was like, maybe there's something wrong with that. Maybe because of the cold. There might be some...
dangerous or something.
Yeah, there's some body reaction on everything. So I start to train and I went to Yukon to train myself with James Patterson. I have to say his name because this is, he doesn't know, but he's such a big guy. And Monica as well. And I train with them in conditions, very cold conditions, to go in the bottom of the lake, who allows me later to do in cold water, 7 degrees, with no wetsuit, going down to almost 24 meters.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's a world record.
That was a world record. It has been beaten by a professional now. He's gone to 50 meters. But what I'm proud of is I was the first.
Yeah, you were the first one.
I opened the way.
Right.
Just like Wim opened the way the first time. He made just 50 meters on the surface. And now there's someone who's doing 130, but he was the first. And it's what I did. And I did it because of the confidence I get because of breathing exercise every day.
Breathing always come up, being the solution, the ultimate solution.
Anyway, we don't have choice, Jean-Philippe.
Yeah.
Right now we are breathing.
It's true.
It's the only thing we do since the beginning of the interview. Something we share together. Something we can't stop.
True.
It's always there. It's deep inside us. If we stop in 2 minutes, we get yellow and green.
True.
So if we want to go further, if we want to be more comfortable, if we want to be more performance, if we want to be better in our job, nicer in family, nicer at home, bring breathing. It's not a matter of having world records. It's a world record is just like a kind of gadget. It was to play with that. But the main thing is to live with comfort in daily life.
That's clean. I feel you're passionate, my friend. I like that. Marc, tell me, what is the most important lesson you learned while traveling the world?
Wow. We need each other. We really need each other. I can focus on myself, do things alone, but it's always better to do things with other people, because like this you make friends, and we're gonna go higher like that. And when things going difficult, then you have some people to go with, and that's very important. That will be, I think, the thing I learned most while my travel. Yeah.
About almost 30 years of traveling.
Yes.
Right.
And it's not finished.
And it's not finished. Yeah, because you're not in your home country. You're still sort of traveling.
Yeah, even if Quebec is a similar way of life than where I born, it's still very different. And because I'm not French anymore, maybe the way of life in Quebec is as much strange as the way I think French people are living. Not strange, but different. Different, because now I feel more Moroccan or citizen of the world than a person from one country.
Citizen of the world, I like that. And tell me, who's your why? Being one of my favorite questions. So if I explain for people to understand, a why is a person or a group of person being the main reason why you do some of the things that you do, why you wake up, why you work so hard, who you want to influence, you know? So who is your why?
Thanks to explain, because at the very beginning I was thinking, my God, what does he mean with that? Now I understand. Something I learned, it's that of course, someone in my life is more important. A group of people is more important. But first of all, and I couldn't even believe that before, but myself first, then someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take care of yourself first. Help yourself first. Then you will be able to help someone else. If you're not good inside you, how possible you will be able to help someone else? How would you be able to get some energy to give energy to someone else? So, egoistically speaking, because anyway, it's our nature. We have to realize that human nature is first us. I can think, yeah, I will, one day if a car is coming, I will jump instead of my wife to save her. It's possible I will do it. But most of the time, I will be scared and I will protect first myself before rescuing someone else.
Yeah.
So first myself, and then my wife, and then my children, and then my family, and my friends also.
It does make sense. A lot of authenticity in this answer and lots of wisdom. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because it's, saying that, admit that we have a part of us which is egoist. It's not something easy to say.
True.
Because the world could think, oh, look, this guy is thinking first of himself. He's not a hero. You cannot be a hero if you're dead.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You cannot be a hero. You cannot help people if you're not well. So take care of you first. It's not a matter of being egoist. It's logical. You have to help yourself and then try to help others.
Yeah, well said, well said. Now, how do you change your state in order to be in a good mood, to learn, to grow, to change?
One more time. Before, I was having a coffee. I was having a cigarette. I was having a beer. I was anything that we do in our society. But
almost distraction now.
Yes.
As a distraction.
Yeah. And now I use breathing to go on meditation. And this is something which changed my life. Obviously, the cold changed my life because in O2 CO2 we use four pillars, 4 keys.
Right.
The breathing, the cold exposure, the hot exposure, and the meditation.
Okay, 4 ways or 4 keys to help people.
Yeah. And breathing, because it's something I can plug anywhere. While I am in a meeting, for example, it is online. It's not my turn to speak. Instead of just like breathing randomly, I focus a little bit. I make coherence cardiac. And this is it. Also the cold exposure before you came, because I was working in my office and I was feeling a bit like, a bit slow, and I wanted to be in good shape, awake. So I went to take a cold shower, just 2 minutes. Bam! Makes me production of no adrenaline. It cleans my body with all the stress hormone like cortisol. Boom, boom, boom. And I go awake. And I welcomed you much better. Sometimes I use the hot also. It's not because we like the cold that we don't like the hot. We love the hot as well. And it's even better when you mix both of them. But those two are keys. Cold, hot are keys to go close to deep into breathing, and breathing brings to meditation and state of meditation. And this is the meditation, obviously with the other keys. But the meditation is the one who's giving me really peace and distance with problems.
One of the most meaningful life goals that you have, that you envision for yourself.
Meaning goal?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Personal life.
It's a dream. You mean a dream? Like a
Sort
dream?
of, yeah.
Sort of. I'm a dreamer anyway.
Right, but I mean, a dream is usually a fantasy, but a goal could be something that you achieve, that you can plan for. Something that you want to do in your next coming years, 10 years, 20 years.
But because I'm often traveling in between 3 countries, Canada, France, and Morocco, I want to make people from those 3 countries breathing better. Realize that breathing is the main key to travel through this life with comfort. I rather say the world, but I have to be modest because this is not going to be a goal but a dream. Could be the world, but first of all, step by step, stone by stone, Canada, France, and Morocco.
That's your message. Make those 3 countries breathe better.
Yes, I'm not the only one. We are a lot in the world, and we are more and more. Our community is growing. When I was telling you that I am a Wim Hof instructor, I'm not the only one. We are more than 1,000. Yeah, Wim made a really big community. And this is it. Yeah. And on the 1st of June, I have a workshop. 1st of June 24, we have a workshop in Marrakesh. It's going to be our 4th workshop made in Morocco, in Marrakesh.
Amazing. So, which date, sorry?
The 1st of June.
June 1st. Let's go. We go there, everybody in Morocco, and then we learn how to breathe.
And eat couscous.
That's good. So tell me, with this wonderful business that you got, like, how are you able to be disciplined to work on it every single day?
You're right, because when you are entrepreneur and you run a business, you even work on Sunday.
Right.
Not the same way, but your brain is always thinking.
Right.
I choose the business I wanted to do because I made. It's not. I wanted to say I made it a passion. No, it was a passion, and I made it
a business.
A business.
So when was
I
this?
don't really like the word business because
Mm-hmm.
it's a passion. We don't make it a business. You make your passion, and because you're doing well, because you like it, then money comes. Because you are honest with people, you make it with your heart, and you make a passion. So when you wake up in the morning, you're not like, shit, I'm gonna work. No, I'm gonna make my passion. So when I did my business in Morocco with my partners, because I made it because of my partners, it's because of them the business was running, not only because of myself. It's because we were a team. And when we made it over there, but I was the one who started. The idea came from me. And it's something I love to do every day, going on camel. Crossing the Atlas Mountains and climb a summit at 400 meters, the Toubkal, for example.
It must be an amazing experience.
Yeah. And Morocco is an adventure, total adventure. So yeah, the disciplines was a discipline for me because I love to make these disciplines. It's not a discipline like, oh my God, I have to make it, I have to keep going.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to make it because I love it.
So it's like a passion. And then out of this passion came up a message that you found was so powerful that you had to share this valuable message, and you do it through a business, but it's mainly because it has pure value for others.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You said it. You say it for me. Yeah, the O2 CO2 is it's because, as I was telling you, it's I survive because of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's I get back from the bottom of the hole because of this. So, it brings me so much benefits. It brings me pleasure so that I am happy because I know it works, that I can share it with people. This is it.
So right, and so when people see your passion and your energy, it's like contagious, and then they feel it, and then it transforms them.
Yeah, I try to give it as a virus. But anyway, the briefing we all have inside us. It's not something I give to people. It's just like I say, look, it's there inside you. You don't even need me to do this. You just need to realize that it's inside you. It's a treasure that it's inside you. Just look where it is and use it. It's quite easy as a job.
Right.
Because everybody has the power to make the briefing. It's not something I teach. We do it. It's the first thing we do from the very beginning. It's an inhalation. When we come, when we get birth, we inhale.
When we're born, the first thing we do, we breathe in.
It's here. We do it without thinking. We even do it when we sleep. We even do it when we speak, when we are hungry. So it's like, it's made by the nervous system, autonomic nervous system. But it's not because it's autonomic that it should be autonomic all the time. So I just say, grab it and control it.
Become aware of it so that you have more control. So.
I like your English. Yeah, this is it. Thank you, teacher. Be aware. That's it.
I like. Next question would be, what is your process? We're going a little bit into psychology now. What is your process to let go of the trauma of the past, of the negative energy that could be held in your body?
Meditation. Meditation, because instead of just doing meditation, I've been reading a lot of books about that. And now, meditation is not something only used by mystic people. And meditation was like a kind of feeling before. But now, we have some scientists, solid scientists, but they are also mystic. And they practice. And what they bring, it's science into meditation. And now we know that we can have, because of meditation, access to many things. There is a revolution. There's many revolutions.
Okay.
But one of them, it's we've been living in the fourth dimension. When I born, there were fourth dimension. The 3 dimension, we can touch and everything,
right.
And the time. But now there is a 5th dimension. The quantic dimension, which is run by physics, quantic
physics, yeah.
And this is a totally new universe. It's a total revolution, and the access to the quantic dimension, it's the breathing and the meditation. And because of this, you can first look at who you are, to realize what you could do instead of being like you are, what you could be, redesign who you are, and be the new person. And you can change the production of hormones. You can even have access to your DNA. Read about that. There's so many things about meditation, and meditation is one of the huge key that is going to change ourselves as a person, but also as a society and as a group, because it gives access to the 5th dimension. But something really interesting, it's when we realize that when there's 4 dimensions, we discover a 5th one. That means there is maybe another one and another one and another one.
Oh, that's next level.
That's next level, yeah. But you just ask me what I do, to change myself and to get better, facing problem and everything. It's just a big deal to make something like that. And this is, It's not only a tool. It's something which is now proved by science, and that I love, because I like to feel, but I like to know also what are the roots of the change. It's to know what's going on, why it is changing, what does it bring, how does it bring it, And meditation, we shouldn't speak about that today, because it's gonna take hours, but it's something like unlimited.
Maybe next episode.
Oh wow! Yes.
Who knows?
Yes,
Who
yes.
knows? We kept talking about meditation being like a big solution, a big key to change pretty much everything. Obviously, starting with breathing, but then you had an experience about like meditation. Tell us a little bit more about it.
You mean the Vipassana?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I tried many different kind of meditation. They're all good. They're all amazing. They're all very interesting, and you have to get into it. It's an adventure, really. We think that someone which is just like sitting and not moving is might be boring. Yeah, at the very beginning, because we don't understand what is meditation and what brings meditation. But you travel while you are sitting like that. And all those meditation are very, very rich in terms of experience. But the one I was amazed, it's Vipassana.
Because so tell us again, I think it's 10 days of silence retreat, and you meditate every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us.
Yeah, it's 10 days, and you meditate more than 10 hours a day.
Whoa.
Well, you can make shorter, you can sleep as well. But the point is you there to try to discover new layers inside you, and to go deep into meditation. So if you go there to sleep, it's good, but it's not the best that you should. So yeah, it's almost 11 hours. And what I discovered is that this technique is the most simple one in comparison to the others. It's the most powerful. And I think it's like the breathing exercise I told you. The one which is the most simple is the most powerful. And Vipassana is just to make your focus go at the beginning on your breathing, and then on what you feel, sensations
in your body.
Yeah, not asking things, not visualizing things, not thinking things. No. Let your brain head there. This technique, this is the story, has been made by the Buddha Gautama, and he realized that human beings, they were tortured, thinkingly speaking, in between something they want and something they don't want. So he said, okay, so that's why we cannot enjoy the present moment, because we're always thinking, oh, I would like to have this, oh, I like this lady, oh, I don't like this guy, or, I'm not happy with this, or I want a car. So because we always, and that's what society brings all the time, they give us a need all the time. We are the consumption society.
Yeah.
Consummation, we say.
Yeah.
So it's always something we want to buy. And Buddha said this is what brings people crazy and sadness in their life. It's because they expect always something. So the whole technique is to feel. And wow.
So to feel being in the present moment.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And when you do that, you stop using your brain as a computer, which is seeing all details and everything, and it's tiring at the end. Say, why this, why that? No why, no what, nothing. Here and now. And then your brain, when is not resting, because it's very active. You have to be there when you meditate, but not in the same way that we are right now. And doing this, anything is possible.
Interesting approach. Vipassana, we have to think about that. But starting by breathing, of course. Okay, next question.
Yeah, you're right.
Next question being, It's a bit personal. You say whatever you feel like it, but what sort of trauma block you in your life to progress on all your goals?
Well, this is a personal question. To make it simple, I will say that, of course, it comes, not only of course, for myself, it comes from my when I was a child. And it's still here because it happens when I was very young. And I still carry it as a weight, we can say that, comme un poids. And what I do to still travel with my problems.
Yeah, and how are you sort of slowly releasing it so that there's less negative energy affecting you?
Well, you will say this guy is always speaking about the same thing. Is obsessed. I breathe consciously. This is the difference. But also I use meditation. It makes me see those things who are really deep inside me, and sometimes they are taking all my brain and body, and it's getting better. When I was younger, it was a problem. It was blocking me, and breathing helps me. Meditation give me the possibility to see it from far. Mm-hmm. Then the problem is still here, but because it's far, it's not on me, and I get enough air and enough distance to keep breathing and not being blocked. And PNL, can we say that?
Yeah, PNL. Yeah.
PNL is also helping me because there's some exercise in it, which is very precious. And it's true that breathing is very important, meditation as well. But to cure such problems, you need a lot of tools and a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes time. I feel courageous.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How do you, and of course you're gonna be thinking is repetitive, but how do you take care of your mental well-being?
Mental well-being? Try to be happy. I will say one more time, blah, blah, blah. This is what I use, the breathing, the meditation. But now you know. But what I need to do, that anything will be, that I will be able to do anything, it's to be happy.
Final question, but not the least.
Wow.
What's 3 pieces of advice you would give people watching us in order to have a good life?
Oh, wow. This is advice. Okay, I will do it because it's you. No, it's hard to give advice to people. I don't think it's easy. I will say what works for myself.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because the people at the end of the day, they decide for themselves if it's for them or not.
3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. First one, go out and meet people you don't know every day.
Okay.
Just like you do, Jean-Philippe. Mm-hmm. We should do like Jean-Philippe does. And maybe not giving hug, but at least open conversation with someone we don't know every day.
Because this is how we met.
This is how we met.
This is how we met.
And we met because of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We gave a hug. It was a year and a half ago, I think.
And we built so many things. As you said before, we kept in touch, and now we are doing new things 3 years after. So this is very precious. And I remember I told you at the very beginning of the interview, we need each other. We need people.
Yeah.
It is interesting to do things together, not only alone. It is interesting to make things alone, but it's not because we can do things alone that we don't need the others. So this is the first thing. Get out, meet people, speak to them, open the contact. And second one, oh yeah, but this one, of course, travel. But not only take a plane and go on the underside of the world and go to Club Méditerranée. No, can travel and locally and have some very nice experience and adventure. Go out in the wood. This is the way I'm in travel. It's change the place you are, and try to live live adventure, because anytime you go out, it's an adventure.
I like number 2, and then number 3.
And number three, of course, breathe, and breathe, and don't forget to step by step start to try meditation.
I feel you. I like meet new people, and then travel and have adventure,
Yeah.
and then focus to be aware of your breathing in order to start a state of meditation, therefore reaching well-being.
Exactly. Ah ouais. Yeah. Anyway,
Powerful.
even if you don't do, I will do it.
That's good. I like it. Wow, that has been a beautiful interview. We get to know yourself. We get to know your background. We got the luxury of knowing the beautiful services that you are offering, which is the deep breathing exercise. Many kind of exercise about breathing, and then the cold plunge in cold water, and then the heat, as well as meditation being very, very important. The 4 services. Obviously, I'll put the link on under the video about your website.
Thank you.
About the next training and the next program that you offer. So there's one in Morocco in June 1st, 2024.
And we have in Montreal several one every month. Just have to go on the website.
On the website.
Or just call us if you don't see any workshop program, and we will give it to you by telephone or by SMS.
Right. So it's O2CO2, name of the business. Extraordinary. That was 4 days ago. He invited me there, and together it was crazy amazing. I mean, I will put back the videos with a cold plunge. I've never done that in my entire life. Wow. The impact on the body, and then the moment you get out, and then the feeling how you're good after, that was incredible. But then the meditation, first time that I've done the Wim Hof breathing exercise, which at the end of the day is about 15 minutes total when you do the 4 cycles. How long is it? Or
the 3 cycles?
The 3
You
cycles?
mean one cycle is about 15 minutes?
No, I'm wondering how long did we breathe with the Wim Hof technique?
In between the moment you close your eyes and you prepare yourself, and then you open your eyes again and you started to speak, it was at least 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Oh my God. It felt like 15 and you're telling me 40. I can't believe that. It's the first time in my life that I was able to keep my breathing for more than 2 minutes. First time. And I wouldn't have believed that I could do it, but it brought such presence and being so much in the now. And as another participant told us, he felt like there was a moment before, and then a moment after, it was another complete life. It was separate. There was like
Him before, him after.
Yeah.
And you remember the other participant who says that she had an astral trip?
Yeah, right. She was all outer body experience.
Out of her body experience. She was traveling through the room, going over us.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. She
It
already
is very strong.
Yeah, she already practiced meditation before, so that's not for everyone to experience on the first. Although it can happen, you could start doing it and then. But yeah, no, all of what you provided have a significant impact on my life. I thank you for it a lot. Wow. And I thank you for the interview. And now that it's done, I have the Hug for Love well-being status, which is an exclusive symbol that you, my friend, and your business, and you as a leader, are helping and contributing others to improve their well-being. Therefore, your name and your company's name will be on my website forever.
Wow.
As being a provider and a contributor to improve people's well-being.
It's an honor. And I have to say to the camera, to you, that Jean-Philippe is very special. It's difficult through the camera to feel who he is, but I'm next to him. And the vibration and the energy of this guy is amazing. And that's why he does things like, I'm dreaming about what he does. commitment 800 days, because now he's on 800. The time you might see this video, he might be on 1000 because he's unstoppable. And he's gonna hug the whole world. He's amazing. And he really does it. That's what I have like a lot of, I'm proud. And because he does it with his heart. It's not only a flag behind him and grabbing videos of people to make a count and everything. He does it because he wants really to bring something to the world. Amazing person.
Thank you, my friend.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Bring it on. Bring it on. Brother, my brother. Marc, you're special. Thank you for the help you're providing to the world. Amazing.
Yeah.